Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. So today I'll be showcasing some more Kanto Cup battles in this season 11, which will be leaving very soon, and the next league rotations will be upcoming very soon. So that is the reason I'll be sharing some more battles for the Kanto Cup with a potential like a really great pick in this meta, which is going to be the legacy Kanto Sandslash. So just some months back we have got the CDA for Sandslash as well, which we have got the legacy move of Ninetales, which does neutral damage to all the counters to a Sandslash over here, that is being ice, grass and water. So since it is weak to ice, grass and water, I need to cover these things. There is a reason I am using Hypno over here along with Confusion, Fire Punch and Shadow Ball that does neutral damage for all the weaknesses and some super cool damage for all the weaknesses of Sandslash over here. So along with that, I'm using Shadow Lapras over here. That is going to be a perfect counter also to all the weaknesses for the Sandslash over here, because Lapras can handle both ice, grass and water with the moves of Legacy Ice Shard along with Surf and the nuke of Skull Bash. So that is the reason I'm using this team over here, because Lapras and Hypno does give a great coverage with great coverage to Sandslash over here, because it makes the team very much well balanced, rounded up and stable as well. So this team have got decent amount of bulk because of Hypno and Lapras obviously, and this team is working as an ABC team up where the core of two chosen Pokemon is actually covered by the third one. So that is a strategy and there is a team lineup. So this team worked out decent for me, because in the first set I went up 3-2, then in the consecutive sets, later consecutive sets, I went up 5-0, 3-2 and a 4-1. So that was really great. So that was all for the introduction, and without further more delay, I'll be straight jumping into the battles and check out how this team performed. Moving into the first battle, I have got a hard lead loss, of course, with Dewgong over here. So Dewgong, like my Sandslash does not have any play against this Dewgong over here. So I'll be immediately safe swapping into my Hypno over here, and it comes back with their own Alolan Marowak. This is really nice because I have got the coverage of Shadow Ball, but since I was debuffed, it could have done more damage. But nevertheless, after a bit of lag, I suppose I am able to get to the next Shadow Ball, which my opponent does let it go, and I get switch over here, which is really nice. And now I can align my Lapras onto this Kanto Ninetales over here. But before that, I'll be going for the neutral, not neutral, is going to be resisted Fire Punch, which does a bit of chip damage. And now this is nice because I can align my Kanto Sandslash with this Kanto Ninetales over here, and I've got my Lapras over here for the Dewgong in this case. So now I'll be going for the neutral move of Sandslash with the potential attack boost, and let's see what my opponent does. Now my opponent swaps back into their own Dewgong over here, to which I bring out my Lapras, and my opponent recognizes their fate and top lefts the game over here. So this is really nice for the first battle. So GG's to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, I have got a hard lead once again, and this is going to be the Pidgeot that is running wing attack, legacy wing attack. This is really nice and spicy, to which my opponent does come back with their own safe swap, I believe, or a counter to Hypno. There is going to be the Alolan Marowak over here, to which I'll be going to throw the first Shadow Ball. So no baiting this time, I'll be going for the nuke, to which I do get the first shield from my opponent and the throws over here. So which is really nice, because I do lose switch advantage, which is fine, but I get shield. And now since I'm running Nightslash along with Mudshot, I'm really very spammy with these moves. So I'll be coming back with my Sandslash, and I'll be going for the hard hitting move of super active move of Nightslash and getting the knockout for the AVAC over here, to which I catch a Brave Bird onto my Lapras over here, which is not really great. And now from this spot, I'm really very curious like how I'm going to play this match out, because they have got a Hypno onto their backline. For Hypno, I do have access to Sandslash, which will be dealing quite a bit super active damage, and they gives me the final shield from my opponent, that is really nice. And I shield up the potential Shadow Bone, which was a Shadow Bone, which is really nice, because I did it would have get the knockout for my squishy Sandslash over here also. So now since my opponent is running Legacy Wing Attack, I am not sure they will be able to farm me down or get to a potential Feather Dance or Brave Bird, to which I do outpace the Pidgeot to the next back-to-back Night Slashes. That will be enough to get the knockout for the Pidgeot and get unnecessary boost. That will be enough to get the knockout for the Pidgeot and get me the win for the second battle here as well. So moving into the next battle, I've got a lead of Hypno over here, and they switch back into their own Dewgong. So I'll be going for the neutral Ninetales, which is not really a great thing, because I should have preserved the energy for Hypno. That will be coming back later. So to Dewgong, I do have a hard resist to it, which is going to be the Lapras, but they will be constantly debuffing my attacks over here, which will be dramatically low and also resisted by this Dewgong. So that is the reason I will be going for the hard hitting move of Skull Bash, but I did get some lag and I tapped on the Surf, to which it is not really great, because they now switches back into their own Hypno, which is, I believe, running Thunder Punch, and it will be taking easily. So now I'll be coming back with my loaded Sandslash over here. Beg your pardon, which was not actually loaded, because I threw the Ninetales on the Dewgong, and now I'll be going for the Ninetales this time. So this is nice, because I do get one shield from my opponent, and they are actually running Fire Punch. So this is nearly kind of tough, because like Fire Punch will be doing neutral damage with my Lapras here also, which is not really great. So that is the reason I'll be not coming back with my Hypno this time. I'll be coming back with my Lapras to get the hard farm. They are actually running two elemental punches along with Thunder and Fire Punch, so that is not really ideal, but I could not read this opponent's team rather, or maybe the potential moves that they were running. So to which I'll be trying to catch a Surf onto my Hypno, which is really nice, because I can now get to the next Shadow Ball over here to get some really nice chunk of damage onto this Lapras over here, which is I believe which is not shielding, because they have got a pretty healthy Dewgong onto their backline. So now I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball, but I'll be getting outpaced to the Icy Wind from this Dewgong, which will be enough to get the knockout, but I do invest my final shield to it, for which I'll be going for the Fire Punch this time, which might get the knockout. Yeah, which just got the knockout, and I tapped on the Surf over here, but I do get outpaced to the next Skull Bash, which will be enough to get the knockout, obviously, for my Lapras over here. But now, since my Lapras and since my Hypno and my opponent Lapras is both really low, I'm not sure if I'm going to reach to the next Surf, which next Fire Punch, which is the case, and they surfed me over here, which is enough to get the knockout for the Hypno, and I end up losing the game here. So moving into the next match, I catch up a really great lead with my Kanto Sandslash onto the Nidoqueen. So I did try to catch a Ninetales onto my Lapras over here, which is really great, because Lapras have got some bulk onto it. And now I'll be going with the neutral Surf over here. So for Surf, it does quite chunk a bit for this Alolan Sandshrew over here, which is really spicy and bulky, because it is almost level 50. Yeah, it is level 50 because it gets maxed out below 1500. So which is really nice. So now I'll be letting this charge move go through, and now I'll be coming back with my Hypno over here to get the heart farm. But before that, since they got the boost, I have to invest my first shield because the Ninetales will be doing more damage, and that is the reason I have to invest my first shield to it. To which they comes back with a Nidoqueen, which is really nice. And scary because they might have got something that is really weak to Hypno onto their backline. So that is the reason I safe swapped into I swapped back into my Kanto Ninetales, and they have got a Dewgong onto their backline. So that is really tough for me because now I will be able to get to the Earthquake, which might get the final shield from my opponent. Yeah, it does get the final shield, but that was the win con landing the Earthquake. But since they actually shielded that, there is no win condition for me in this matchup, and I believe I will be throwing they will be throwing the back-to-back ice event. I will be letting this go because I don't have any win condition obviously, and I'll be top lifting the game, and that will be a great game to my opponent. It is really nice. Moving into the next matchup, so the first 4 battles I went up to 2-2, and let's see if I can turn this matchup into a positive set. So picking up a really great lead with Nidoqueen over here, and they are staying in. So this is really nice because they will be throwing this Poison Fang, which is double resisted, and the Earth Power, which is neutral over here. So now, after building up to a potential Earthquake, I faked it and went for the bait move of Ninetales, to which I'll be taking the next Poison Fang here as well, and I'll be going for the Ninetales, but to which, since my defense was lowered, I will be getting the knockout, which is not really a great play from my end because I was actually loaded onto 2 Ninetales. So around 80 amount of energy was actually wasted onto my own Kanto Sandslash. So that is the reason I'll be coming back with my Lapras, to which they comes back with a waterfall seeking over here, and I believe they are running double legacy seeking over here along with icy wind and drill run over here. So to which I believe is going to be the next drill run. Yeah, it is going to be the drill run, to which I'll be shielding up this time, and I'll be going for the next move of Fire Punch, to which a Shadow Magnemite comes in, which is really nice because this Fire Punch will be getting the final shield from my opponent, and they cannot farm me down with this Thunder Shocks. So they have to throw, which is going to be the Magnet Bomb, which is going to be enough to get the knockout, and now I'm loaded. Now I'm loaded onto my Lapras because I'll be going for the back-to-back serves over here, which just kind of one-shots the Magneton, and they tried to catch the next move onto their Nidoqueen, which is rather utter fail because I did not throw because I was anticipating the catch, to which I hold on to my energy and get to the next serve to knock out the Magneton and get the win for the final battle here on the first set. This is really nice. So since this team is really new, I was actually trying out this team, how to get accustomed with it. So there is a reason I end up in a 3-2 set, and let's see if I can get some more wins into the next set. Moving into the next set over here and picking up a kind of neutral lead with Kanto, beg your pardon, it's Alolan Raticate over here, and this time I'll be not going for the bait because Ninetales are resisted. So let's see, I'll be going for the nuke of Earthquake, which lands and almost one-shots the Raticate over here, and I snipe with my Legacy Lapras over here. So this is really nice because now I can go for back-to-back serves, faking the Skull Bash over here, which my opponent lets it go, which is really nice because now I can go for the next serve over here, which might get the first shield from my opponent, but my opponent lets it go. This is really tough for my opponent right now because I do have a counter to my opponent's Hypno over here because I am running the Legacy Ninetales onto my Kanto Shadow Sandslash over here, to which, since I got the first shield with the first Ninetales, I'll be going for the next Ninetales, which will be getting the final shield from my opponent, and that was a CMP tie. This is really great because I can let whatever they are throwing go through, and it was a double resisted Thunder Punch, to which I come back with my Hypno, and my opponent does top lefts the game, recognizes their feat since I was 2 shield up. Moving into the next matchup, I've got a lead of Primeape over here, to which I tried to catch a potential Ice Punch onto my Hypno, but they are throwing Nightslash over here, which is really nice, and they swaps out into their own Nidoqueen over here, which is really surprising, because Nidoqueen will be taking super equipped damage because of the partial poison typing onto it, because of the confusion which is going to be at the psychic move. So now I built up to a Shadow Ball over here, but I went for the bait, which gave me the final shield, and which gave me both the shields rather, and now I can align my Lapras over here, to which I'm not coming back with my Lapras in this case, rather I'll be coming back with my Shadow Ninetales over here, to which I end up shielding the bait move of Poison Fang. So now, since they Poison Fanged me the first time, I'm not going to shield the next Poison Fang, to which I do end up getting the Earthquake, and it lands because my opponents are down shield. So now, since it just one shot the Primeape over here, I'll be coming back with my Hypno with my Lapras onto my opponent's Hypno, and they're actually running Thunder Punch, which is kind of scary. But since I am going to throw the Skull Bash, which is going to be enough to get the knockout, which is not enough, barely enough to get the knockout. But since my defense is buffed right now, I can easily survive a Thunder Punch, and I shot the Hypno down into Oblivion to get the win for the second battle in the second set here as well. Moving into the third battle, so picking up a great lead once again, and I'll be going for the I'll be building up to the potential Earthquake, and I believe this is going to be the Poison Fang. Yeah, it's going to be the Poison Fang, which is double resisted, and it comes back onto with their Pidgeot. So Pidgeot, I'll be throwing the first Nightslash, to which then I'll be preserving my next Nightslash for something that is lurking in the opponent's potential, and I'll be going for the Heart Farm. So they will be going for the debuff over here, to which I invest my first shield to it, and I'll be going for the Heart Farm. Since their Nidoqueen is kind of not low actually, but it is kind of energy dry because it threw the Poison Fang. So there is a reason I'll be throwing the first Surf, and I am quite sure that I can easily survive this Poison Fang because it is neutral in this case, and I'll be going for the next Surf. So let's see if I do get the first shield, final shield from my opponent, but my opponent lets it go this time. So to which I will be able to get to the next Surf, outpacing the Nidoqueen over here, getting the knockout for the Nidoqueen, and let's see what my opponent does have onto their back. So it is going to be my opponent's Lapras over here, so it is kind of a similar team comp, to which I'll be going for the hard-hitting nuke of Earthquake. If this gets so it lands over here, which is really great for me, because I can easily come back with my Hypno this time, and I'll be easily getting the farm down with confusion, and indeed getting the win for the final third battle over in the second set. So that's a really great game, and really well played by my opponent, and GG's. Moving into the next matchup, I pick up yet another great lead with my Kanto Sandslash onto the Kanto Ninetales over here. So since like I'm actually running Nightslash, which is neutral, and Kanto Ninetales is not that much bulky, which has got a moderate amount of bulk, I'll be not building up to a potential Earthquake. So that is the reason I'll be going for the back-to-back Night Slashes this time, and I do end up shielding the next Weather Ball, to which they catches Earthquake onto their own Alolan Raticate over here, which is really nice because now I can come back with my Lapras over here and tank whatever they are throwing this time, which is going to be a crunch, and I'll be going for the Heart Farm. So now they comes back with their own Alolan Manavac, to which I have got Surf, which will be dealing super active damage, and I get the final shield from my opponent, which is super great because I'll be going for the back-to-back serves, which will be just chunking the health onto the Alolan Marowak over here. And let's see, this is going to be the next Bone Club or the Shadow Bone. Yeah, it is going to be the Bone Club, which will be enough to get the knockout, and I will be coming back with my Hypno, and I'll be going for the Heart Form this time. So I can survive one potential Shadow Ball, but they went for the Bone Club this time, which is not really great. So that is the reason I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball this time, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Ninetales in this case. And I believe my opponent is lagging, or they have left the game. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I do have a win condition over here, and I'll be taking it as a win in this battle here also. Moving into the next and the final battle of the video and the set, I pick up a kind of great lead because I have access to Nightslash that will be dealing super active damage onto this Hypno, which is really nice. So that is the reason I'll be trying to deny their moves in between the animation of confusion, but they snuck in just before I threw the first Nightslash, to which they will be going for the Thunder Punch shield bait, but I too perfectly called it and they sneak in one more confusion. That is the reason I'll be going for the Nightslash, and they gave up the final shield from their end here also, to which I believe I'll be coming back with my own Hypno. Yeah, I'll be coming back with my own Hypno. I'll be going for the Heart Farm this time. So let's see if it is going to be a Shadow Ball, be it. I will be shielding this time and I'll be going for the Heart Farm. But since Hypno is very bulky, I will not be able to get the Heart Farm. But since they threw over here, I will be getting the I'll be trying to get the Heart Farm onto this Hypno, which I do perfectly. And let's see what my opponent does have onto their backline. So now they comes back with the Alolan Marowak over here, to which I'll be going for the hard-hitting move of Shadow Ball. I'll be like swapping back again into my Lapras because this is going to be the Hex Alolan Marowak, and I don't want them to farm down my Hypno. So that is the reason I'll be safe, like again countering it with the Lapras over here, and I'll be going for the next serve, taking the Shadow Ball as a like a champion over here, and going to get the knockout with the serve over here. And they have got a Nidoqueen onto their backline, which is really nice because I will be outpacing them to the next Earth Power and getting the win for the final battle along with the serve from this Lapras over here. So Nidoqueen was just getting wrecked by his serve in the final battle of the video. So Sandslash over here along with Hypno and Lapras just like took the team forward over here. So this team worked out really nice for me because as I've already mentioned, it have got a decent amount of coverage along with bulk over here. So if you guys are using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you. And if you're liking the content on the channel, do like, share and subscribe, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.